Good afternoon and welcome to a special edition of WITF's Artbeat. I'm Ellen Hughes here with Russ Neff. And instead of taking a look at music or the theater, we're going to be discussing another art form, the art of wine. And to help us do that, we're joined by the flying wine man who is already getting ready to pop a cork. There he is, Andrew Jones. How did you become the flying wine man?
I got the title because it's too far to swim from England. But very simply, in 1984, quite a long time ago, I was on a radio station in Louisville, Kentucky, and the host said to me, "We had the Galloping Gourmet on here, Mr. Graham Kerr. And the way that you fly, Mr. Jones, from one great American city to another, telling the stories behind the wine labels, we're going to call you the Flying Wine Man." And I thought, rather nice little title, to help people know that I'm not going to be too serious about wine.
Andrew, what are you pouring for us now?
It's called Nivole, Nivole. It comes from northern Italy, and it's typical of my recommendations in it's not expensive. It's about $9 a bottle. But it's something that really is becoming a little, I wouldn't call it a fad, but a bit of style that people are suddenly adapting to and saying, yes, we can taste something that's sweeter because it's semi-sweet as an aperitif or even as a dessert wine, but very charming.
Sounds like I should take a little sip of this. What do you think?
Go ahead, Ellen. I was going to ask you, you said that referred to this as a dessert wine or an aperitif.
Yes.
Would that mean that it would clash with most foods?
Well, it would go ideally with desserts and sweets, but in fact I can even think of some blue cheeses it might go with, but I would tend to use it as an aperitif at the beginning of a meal, or I would use it in that particular role as a dessert wine. I wouldn't take it with red meats, for example. It wouldn't really get on. This is more elegant, more pretty, more, the French would say joli. It's really just something that's going to make you tingle.
This is a special edition of WITF's Artbeat. I'm Russ Neff, along with Ellen Hughes, and today we're exploring the art of wine with the flying wine man, Andrew Jones. And he has just opened the last of our local wines, a Chambourcine from Naylor Vineyards. This was the one that you had the highest hopes for, just
Well, I have
looking
my
at
eye on it because it reads as if it might be a professional job. 1991 Naylor vintage, so it's now 9 years old, 9 and a few months, isn't it? No, it's not. In fact, it's 8 and a bit, isn't it? 19.
Almost 9, yeah.
Almost 9 years of age, and it's described as the wine master's reserve. I don't quite know what they mean by that, but it says on it that it's been aged in a combination of small French and American oak barrels for at least 2 years. So they describe. Well, I won't say what they describe the fruit flavors like. Let's see what I think it's like.
Okay, good. He is now
good
picking
colour,
up the glass.
Good mature colour, but not browning like that Cabernet we looked at earlier, right?
No, it's true.
So it's developed well over that time. If I hold it up, you can see the glycerine coming down the outside of the glass, what we call the legs or the tears. French call it les larmes, the tear. Now, that's going to give me bigger surface area. It tells me it's still got aging potential, and the bigger the surface area around the glass, then the better bouquet I should get from it.
So that presence of glycerine's a positive, not a negative.
Very much so. It's one of the best Chambourcins I've ever tasted.
No, are you
Really?
serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
my
as I've been
goodness.
critical about other wines, I've got to be praiseworthy about this.
So Naylor Vineyards takes the prize.
It is, obviously it's matured, and it's that aging that has made that really very smooth indeed, beautifully balanced fruit. And for a Chambourcin, it's exceptional.
Well, we've learned an awful lot this afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. Andrew Jones, wineontheweb.com. Thanks to Nistley, West Hanover, Mount Hope, and Seven Valleys, and also Naylor Vineyards, our winner for this afternoon, for providing some samples of that wine. Thanks to my co-host, Russ Neff. It's been fun being with you.
Thank you, Ellen. It was good time.
I'm Ellen Hughes, and this is WITF's Artbeat.